It is another very beautiful day. Welcome to another edition of Insightful Moments. My name is Jare Tiamiyu. We will start from where we stopped the last time. During the last episode, I said that the allegation by Mr. Joseph Adeboye of Checkam initiative, I will have to listen to the government side. We will have to listen to the Ministry of Youth and ask if they are aware of that allegation. Are they aware of the three responses that the organization said they got? And also, we have to look at it beyond what has happened. We have to look at it to the level of what we want to do. We have to be also futuristic in whatever we are doing. This is 2026, a new year, fully loaded, as I said in the last episode. But we have to know what the ministry has in plan for the young populace of the state. You remember, apart from that letter by Mr. Adeboye's group, there are some other call-outs of the ministry by different persons online, on Twitter. Even a space was held by some group of people, and some other inquiries to the ministry. How is the ministry preparing to ensure that it is better this year? And also, we will not bone face, let me use that word, from the allegations by Checkam. I have today one of the heads of the commissioner is also the honorable representing the Osun Center at the Nigerian Youth Parliament. He works directly with the Commissioner of Youth in the state. I have Mr. Adekunle Akenyade. Honorable Adekunle Akenyade, if I'm right. Honorable, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
I believe that you are aware of what Mr. Joseph Adeboye said, considering the fact that he said they wrote a freedom of information request, seeking the details of 2.29 billion naira that the Ministry of Youth said was spent on some projects in the first 3 quarters of 2025. And while he was sitting on that seat the last episode, he told us that the first response they got was not satisfactory. The second one was the same thing. And the third one, he said the ministry put some figures, and then there are some controversies in all those figures. I believe that you are aware of some of this. Can you clarify the position of the ministry on this spending?
All right. Good day, viewers. I'm happy to be here on Insights TV. All right, let me first provide a background to the discussion. This so-called Joseph Adeboye, first, he does not have any rights whatsoever to ask the ministry. He came up with Freedom of Information Act, citing a lot of things. But I want to tell you that if he had come to the ministry as Joseph Adeboye, the law allows him, but he came under Checkam, an organization, and we have to understand the fact that till today, as of yesterday, let me not say as of today, as of yesterday, Checkam remains an unregistered organization. But because the ministry is not one that runs away from when you ask us questions, we always seek to provide clarity, provide answers, and give necessary information. So when he approached the ministry invited him. They showed him facts and figures. We call career officers. The permanent secretary, Ministry of Youth, was there. The director of admin and supply, the director of finance. People were there to explain to him in details. He said he was not satisfied. After showing him facts and figures of what has been done, he said he was not satisfied. Well, we cannot do anything further. He was also invited the second time, or we gave him for the second time. Even the Attorney General of the states, the Ministry of Justice, invited him and had a discussion with this particular person that, this you have asked. They presented the figures, they presented spendings, they presented the budgetary allocation, they presented what was spent in the budget. While I was having a discussion with him on the group, I told him maybe not. He may not have full understanding of this. I used to be in his shoe. I used to attack the government because I really do not know the nitty-gritty of governance. So when I got into it and I understand, I told him, Federal Ministry of Youth Development, I am a stakeholder because I speak for the Nigerian Youth Parliament as the spokesperson of the Parliament. So each and every meeting we have with the Permanent Secretary Ministry of Youth, I am always there. With the Minister for Youth Development, I have been, in fact, last year I had more than 3 meetings with the minister. And even when they were trying to prepare the budget, we were invited. So I know what it means, budgetary allocation. And I gave him one caveat. What is it? If you are preparing budget, let's say your budget is 3 billion. The fact that you are going to spend 1 billion shows, if you are able to spend 1 billion out of that 3 billion, shows how powerful you are. Shows that, oh, you are very good at what.
That's 5% performance. Or
I tell you, the Federal Ministry of Youth Development has nothing less. They have not, okay, as of 2024-2025 budget, they started 2025 budget as of July. They did not spend up to 30% of the total budget. I told him, these things you are saying are just, oh, we want to spend this so amount. It is not that we spent this so amount.
No. Let's get it right. The documents on the Ministry of Budget Economic Planning website shows that was an expenditure. It was a spent money, not the budgetary allocation. No. The budgetary allocation for Osun State Ministry of Youth for last year was about 3-point-something billion naira. So what we are saying is that Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning said the Ministry of Youth has spent 2.29 billion. So that is a spent amount. So he's asking for what the money was spent on, not on the budgetary allocation.
If the ministry has spent 2 billion,
2.29 billion.
Let's assume the ministry has spent 2.2 billion. If I am coming here, I will be coming here with a very big car. Let's assume if
is it to purchase cars for people like you?
If it spent on frivolities, if it were meant for frivolities, as he has said. And now let me now put this to you. Many of those things that were said, that were spent money on, many of the things that the ministry spends money on, the most important one is, how do I put it? The ministry spends money on the first, which is the most important, and the one that took the most money from the ministry is the Mother Youth Corps. Okay. The Mother Youth Corps, we have over 10,000 personnel that was employed by Osun State government. We have, for each local government, we have coordinators. I want you to please help me with this mathematics. In the ministry, okay, the Mother Youth Corps, 30,000 times 10,000 people. That's over 300 million, right? In a month. We are here to talk about the coordinators of each local government. We are here to talk the coordinator of each ward. They are not earning 30,000 naira.
Yeah, how much?
The local government coordinator of Imole is earning 100, I guess.
100,000.
Yes.
So you are so sure of that?
I am very sure.
What exactly do they do? Just to coordinate people that are working, right?
They are brought part of this. It was part of these people.
Okay.
They are the one that elected their coordinator by themselves. So what is the coordinator? The coordinator will give reports, daily report of activities. The coordinator, all the instruments that is given to them, all the working equipment is under the coordinator.
So you are saying that 300 million naira every month,
over 300
million naira every month goes to the expense ABB,
Imole Youth Corps.
Imole Youth Corps.
Now another thing is coming. I'm talking. We have the National Youth Service Corps. Now they will be going to camp by
21st of January.
Month, yes. They were in camp, I think November, December,
yes.
That is for every time they go to camp, the ministry spend a lot. I may not be able to say this.
You also said it here. You said that you have said it on a platform that it is also state government that takes care of what do you call it, of the feeding of NYSC camp when they are on camp.
I can say it anywhere.
So
okay, let me not say feeding per se.
But you said feeding.
We don't call it feeding money.
Okay.
We give them subventions every time they are going to camp. We give them subventions.
Like
in
how
hundreds
much?
Of millions.
In hundreds of millions.
Yes,
every
we give
time.
them subventions every time. The ministry gives the National Youth Service Corps subventions every time they are going to camp. And that subventions, okay, I think maybe like 2 batches ago, we went to supervise while they were on camp. And we actually went to check their food, if the food they are giving them is of standard. if we are not giving them money, we do not have any right to ask the state coordinator that, oh, this food you are giving them is not okay enough. You understand? But we give them subventions every time they go to camp. And I tell you, at least once in 2 or 3 months, there must be camping of core members. Yes or no?
Yes. So
these are things that makes up what.
But you know what, these things that we are saying, they are not too serious. They are not something too difficult to present to the people. What he is saying is that give us, in this letter now, he said, give us the project by project breakdown, projects and titles, descriptions. Yes, those are the things that
he got this project from the ministry.
Okay, if I may ask you, what are the projects here? Because he said that those projects were only, you only mentioned you want to use core, and then they mentioned that Osun Youth Conference, and then later they said somebody was, the one pioneering the Osun Youth Conference, like ministry only supported him. So, apart from these two, are there other projects?
A whole lot of projects.
Like?
A whole lot of projects.
Like?
Alright, first, apart from these two that I said, this 2025, we made major renovations. We supplied over 5,000 beds to what's it called? Orientation camp in Ede. We supplied beds. There was no adequate security. All the perimeter fences were down.
Okay.
We built a perimeter fencing. We did perimeter fencing of the whole camp. You know how big it is. There was from from that side of the staff quarter. I don't know, I guess it is the military quarter to that auditorium. There was a bridge there. The bridge collapsed for over 7 years now. We have renovated the bridge. That is for NYSC. Okay. Now, this year, the Mole Youth Call that we did, we got a lot of things for people that are the beneficiaries. They got let me say merchandise, all the t-shirts and everything given to them. Got for them, and for those who are working at the grassroots level, for each ward, we got working equipment for them. And if you are to, we have over how many wards in Osun State? Over 300. We have 332 wards. If we are to get, let's say something of, let me say, I'm not sure of the figure, something of over 200,000 for each of the 332 wards. You know what these things amount to. Now let's come to the youth populace. What have we done? Even though it is out of, how do I put it? It is out of the ministry's scope to make empowerments. The commissioner did empowerment through the office of through the Ministry of Youth. There was an empowerment, and it was done. The flag off was done at this local government service commission building in Abere, and it cuts across all local government. What kind of empowerment are we talking about here? They shared a lot of things that is meant for empowerment. Like what? For the farmers. We shared farm seedlings. So the Ministry of Youth was sharing farm seedlings. I was just saying that it was, I said it's, even though it is not under the scope of Ministry of Youth, because there is a ministry that we call. We have a Ministry of Agriculture. Now let me say this: there is a ministry that we call Ministry of Political Affairs and Intergovernmental Relations. Yes. What this ministry does basically is to tell you that okay, this is your scope. That is what they call intergovernmental relation. This is where you can go to. This is where you cannot go to. You understand? We got those things, and we collaborated with all this. Is it that your ministry, the Ministry of Youth, procured all those things? Yes, we did the procurement, even though it was not part of. And we collaborated with them. Is it because of the want of project to execute that led you to go into what you also said is not in the scope of the ministry? It was part of what we wrote for budget. We decided our budget that we want to do all these things. It is not only that, a lot of things. Is it for the want of a project to do? Does it have to go to other ministries? No, it is not because we want to do project. Because it is just, when you have a visionary, we are all aligning to the visions of our governor, His Excellency Senator Ademola Jackson Udin Adeleke. What is his vision? Social welfare. Yes. One of his 5 agenda is social welfare. So one of these things that we are doing as social welfare is to just make sure that people are being fine. People are doing so well. And that is why the ministry, like I said, the ministry is collaborating. It is a collaborative project with other ministry. I cannot come to your office and use what belongs to you without your notice. Do you understand? So this a whole lot of projects I cannot even remember.
Okay, when you say a whole lot of projects that you cannot remember, we are talking of something that happened in the year that ended just less than 10 days ago.
The ministry's website now. I am going to provide all those things.
Okay, one thing is that this person also said this. You also said, is there a popular communication plan? What you are saying now, you also know that there were a lot of call-outs by the ministry, and then there were some programs that some people said that they were not of impact. You are also aware that there have been criticism of some of your programs at the ministry. One of them is the dinner that you had sometimes in September or October, where you brought, and some people are saying that kind of program was, according to the Jamboree. Some people said the program by the ministry have not been impactful, and that is why the ministry is the most called out ministry in the states. How are you communicating?
I was asking someone yesterday that apart from this current commissioner and the immediate past commissioner, I told him to mention 5 former ministry commissioner for.
How many administrations have we had since 1999? I will have to mention 5.
The administration. Oh, sorry, even 3. The administration.
You remember Kola Young now?
The administration of Ogbenra, he used 2 or 3 commissioners for you.
Used to.
Yes. The first one was Kola Balogun.
The first one was B. Odunlade.
No, Kola Balogun, then B. Odunlade. No. B. Odunlade was former special advisor.
Okay, but he, I think he was having that ministry.
Yes. So this is what I.
But there was another woman also that
the reason why it is because of the fact that we are now so exposed. That is why we are diminished, and we are all youth. We are now in the era of social media where you always want to call out. Nobody is questioning you want to call out. In fact, I love that. I don't run away from battles. In fact, I see it as a means of challenging me. If you challenge me, I will see that as, this is my lapses, and I will fix it. Right? When we had that summit, or let me say like a dinner.
The dinner, yes.
It is meant for stakeholders in the state. And the reason why is people were saying, the ministry is not interfering
with people,
with the youth. And we thought of, we cannot gather the whole youth of Osun State.
Yes, in a hall.
It is not possible. We are in democratic setting. So we have direct and indirect democracy. So in indirect democracy, you pick some people to come and represent the whole. So we thought, let's pick people from each strata that are not political youths. You can bear me witness that those you saw there are not.
Most of them are not political.
I moderated the events,
and they said that one of the things that
and we have at least we invited at least 5 youths from each local government. If you choose not to come from the local government, but there is no local government that does not have representation, but we call at least 5 youths from each local government. So we went not only in the state capital. We thought it should not only be those at the state capital that will be benefiting anything that is happening in the state. So we thought of going into all those areas. Come and bear out your mind. Come and speak out your mind.
But some people are saying that a lot of things that were agreed upon at that dinner have not been implemented, and that will take me to what do you have for 2026. When you gather people and they submitted their opinions, their advices, their wisdom to you, and say, if we do it this way, it is going to give us better results. But unfortunately, at the end of the day, they realize that nothing is coming out.
We did something as at September or October. That is the last quarter of the year.
Yeah.
Anything you are doing at the last quarter of the year, if we are gathering information at the last quarter of the year, it is not meant for that quarter. It is not meant for that year again. It is meant for the following year. And that the government signed the 2026 budget into law in just 2 weeks.
So you are saying that all those things
even in 2026, we had the resumption started on Monday. We had prayers Monday and Tuesday. So work has just begun.
Okay.
This is the first week of the year. So people should be so assured that.
What are the things that you put in the budget for 2026?
Maybe I am not permitted to say this.
Okay. What do you think, or what kind of a project do you think people should be expecting going into 2020? I mean, young person.
People-oriented projects.
That is too vague. That is too blanket, ambiguous. Can you just bring it down?
I told you something that one of the things you should watch out for is social welfare.
Are we using this year to campaign? Election period.
You should.
As we are moving after the governorship election, we move into another general election.
Our principal would always say this, that he's here to serve the people. He's not here because he's a politician. You will know that seeing Senator Ademola Jackson Adeleke, he does not appear like a Nigerian politician. He has the will of the people at and like he always says, Osun first, Osun for Osun. What belongs to Osun should remain in Osun.
Some people are criticizing you
again and again that the project for year 2026 is already in the budget, but I am not allowed.
Okay, I agree with you. Some people are saying that one thing is this. Somebody said, we would like to see the full list of the 10,000 Maria Yoko, because some people are saying that what they see, bringing everybody together is not up to 5,000. That they would like to see if we can get the list, and I believe it's a public document. Do you think that can be made available if a request is made? The list of all the 10,000 in Maria Youth Corps.
We can get the list. The list is, I think, the updated list is with the Accountant General of the state,
but it can be with you now.
Yes.
It should be with the ministry too.
Yes.
The ministry sends it there.
The ministry, in fact, it is the ministry that is updating the list that is sending it to them. We are the coordinating body.
Are you saying that if a request is made, it can be made available within weeks?
Write a letter and then send it to the ministry.
No, I will write to the ministry. The ministry is in charge.
Because most people do a mistake.
Because writing the Accountant General is a civil servant.
Even though you are writing to the commissioner oversees the ministry. But you should know that such a request should go through the civil servants.
It is the commissioner that will now minute it to the civil servants. Is the head.
I understand. But you know, one thing is, information at times gets delayed, not intentionally. The commissioner heads the ministry, and he also stands in as a politician.
Yeah, he's a politician.
This is a political year. Let's be sincere with ourselves.
So he may not be able to attend to it.
Not that he attends to everything. I tell you, as I speak, he's currently in the office. As I speak, the commissioner is. One thing I keep telling everybody is, you can say commissioners don't come to office, but you cannot say that the commissioner for you does not come to office. He comes to office 4 to 5 times in a week. Okay,
you also read that some commissioners don't come to office.
I am not.
No. Some people have said that when you get to ministry, you may not see like 25% of the commissioners on their seats.
That's not true. Okay, let me put. Let me cite this example. Reverend Bumije is the commissioner for commerce and industry. Do you expect such a person to be sitting in the office when he has investors all around that he needs to go and bring in? Do you expect such a person to sit in the office? Okay. No.
Okay. So the commissioner for education has to go to all schools. Is that what you are saying?
I'm not saying he has to go to all schools, but he and probably local inspectors of education. They are doing. He's working. Let's remember that he has assignments in Abuja. Okay. He has assignments with Subeg.
No, it's not everybody understands that. But when some people are saying that in a month, the commissioner was not in office for 5 times, just in doing it.
There is no commissioner that does not come to office. There is no commissioner.
I know you are the one that brought it up. You can say commissioner don't come.
I know the commissioner that leaves office around 9 p.m.
That will be commissioner for budget. It's always a very serious ministry. I know that ministry. It has always been a very serious ministry. But I would like to finally ask. In this letter, it says something like communication, monitoring and evaluation. So when you do monitoring and evaluation in the development space, if you do a project, you have to, after some days, you have to do monitoring and evaluation. When you are doing the project or immediately after the project, there must be a way of communicating to the people. And some people have also accused the ministry of having a very vague communication channel. that sometimes even when you go to the X page of the ministry, you'll be seeing that commissioner buys this, some things that according to them are not most time relevant to what they expect. So how do you plan to improve the communication channel of the ministry? You are dealing with young people that are always there on social media, and if you are not communicating, they will assume, and that assumption may be dangerous.
Yes, I was speaking to this guy, Akode Peter.
Okay.
He's always calling out the ministry on him.
Because he has the passion for the state.
Yes. You see that each time he calls the ministry, we have never call us passion on him. We are always welcoming him. Each and every time. That is what I'm saying, that he is calling out on his personal name, not as an organization, but as an individual. That is the difference between him and this Joseph of Checkam. Checkam, you can only call out the ministry if your organization is duly registered. He's calling out
registered with the CAC
and every other. You know, if you want to register an organization, you know where to go to.
Yes.
Even the state government, but it is not registered anywhere. So first, we are not supposed to give him an answer.
Have you checked that?
Yes. In fact, I did that even yesterday, as of yesterday.
Okay, you've checked the platform of CAC is not
there. As of yesterday. That's why I said, except he has done it this morning. As of yesterday, it was not registered. The organization still remains an unregistered organization. Now, back to channel of communication. The ministry has an X space. We have a Facebook page, and we have the commissioner has his own personal page, and there is one that is meant for the ministry. And we have a website. I keep saying it is this administration that brought up the website. Every of our projects is on our website, and if just go online and just search Ministry of Youth, we are going to see the website. It is going to be there. It is only a lazy mind that will say that what the ministry is doing is not being projected. It is only a lazy mind. We have a website, and the reason why we have to come up with this website is just to make sure that each and every of our projects goes to the website.
Tumbas Olabomi of One House Development, while speaking with me sometime recently, he said he tagged the ministry to a post that see what is happening in other states, and that post was later deleted. That's an accusation that I said, okay, are you aware of something like that?
I am not.
Okay.
I think that may be let me say a fake or a wrong accusation.
Okay, you know what? One time I believe that I'll bring him down, and then he will explain better.
Maybe both of you. I would love to hear
both of you will have to sit down and do that explanation.
But
as I said, that is at the side of the Ministry of Youth, and as we are going into the political year, ensure that you stay away from fake news. Ensure that you verify before posting.
Lastly, let them ensure that it gets their PVC. Registration is ongoing.
Yes, registration has commenced again.
And while doing that, come August 8th, 2026, the best person to vote is Senator Ademola Jackson.
Maybe we will find time to come and discuss that. It's not a campaign platform.
Of course,
but one thing we have
a politician.
We ask you questions to justify why you want the people to campaign.
Of course, I am ever ready.
We will come to that level. I believe that the people outside there are also ready to tell you why you should be voted out.
No problem.
And we'll bring the two of you together.
No problem.
And that will be the best way. Very soon now, as we are done with this, we'll be looking into the agenda of each and every person seeking to occupy that government house at Okefia come November 27, 2026. And on that note, I want to say thank you for being part of today's show. It's been a very nice time speaking with my very good brother, Honorable Adekunle Akenyade, the spokesperson of the Nigerian Youth Parliament, a stakeholder at the Ministry of Youth, Osun State. See you some other time. Bye for now.